Here's the Bluetti Handsfree1 backpack. You can see how it fits on a person who is 5 foot 10 inches. And you can see we've got the action camera mount on the shoulder strap. Chest strap, waist strap is fastened. You've got the side pockets. This one is open for whatever you want to put in. The other side over here has the rain cover. And you can see how the charging wire goes from the power station outside and then into the camera compartment. That is one flaw, I would say, with the way this works. So even if you wanted to cover it, because if it's raining, obviously you've got, it's not going to zipper shut all the way, and you've got this opening. You could route this through the inside, through the top compartment, and then if there was like a hole or something, you could feed through the inside into the camera compartment. That would be ideal, but that's not the case here. You can see the tripod is strapped to the bottom of the bag. Today I'm looking at the Bluetti Handsfree1 power station backpack. I'm going to see how well I can fit all my camera gear that's currently in my Low Pro backpack into the Bluetti backpack. So the Bluetti backpack has a location for camera gear and other electronics for drones and things like that. It's got dividers. The only issue is the dividers are in fixed positions. The Velcro is only in specific places, so it kind of limits you to where you can put your dividers. But we'll see how everything fits. I'm not a professional, just an amateur hobbyist, and this is most of my camera gear. I've got the Canon R7 with a 100 to 400 lens attached that I usually keep on there. And then up top, I've got other items including filters, extra batteries, and some other things that we'll try to fit. So I'm going to lay this out, see how well I can get it in here, and see what kind of space I have. All right, so there's everything in the bag. Not real thrilled how it sticks up above the bag. You can see how much the R7 sticks up here. Lenses are generally below the surface, but yeah, this has got a ton of padding. I have closed it. It does zipper and seems to stay protected, so I'm not too concerned, but just something that, you know, compared to my Low Pro, you can see how deep this is. These are very shallow pockets. And then this is the other stuff that I carry in my Low Pro bag. Most of it's up here in the top. So all of that can go into either, you know, front pockets here, or there is this pocket here above the power station. So to get to the power station, Velcro that, and then down inside here is the actual power station. That's where it sits. On the Bluetti, you've actually got like a pocket on each side. That can be for water bottles or a tripod, but you also have straps on the bottom. You can strap a tripod to, and then lots of just places on the front where you can clip on anything else you're carrying. So then here's your main compartment. It is expandable. I think you get about another 3 inches of space here. Obviously the camera compartment is underneath this, but you can carry clothes or anything else you need to carry. You've got some nice zippered mesh pockets, so you can carry, again, clothes or anything if you're on a long hike. And then on the front, you've got a zippered pouch here, another zippered pouch here, and then another Velcro pouch here. So lots of options. You have your power station on this side. You've got your AC input down here at the bottom, and then you've got your AC output. And then on the other side, unzip the flap. And over here, you've got your power. So you turn on your power, and then you've got your AC and DC power on buttons and 4 USB ports, as well as a 12 volt to 28 volt, 200 watt DC or solar input. So you can charge it from your car or from a solar panel. It has very nice padding on the back, nice padded straps. Even has a action camera connection point on your shoulder strap. It's got the chest strap that's adjustable. It's got a nice padded waist belt with a pocket. On the other side, you've also got a pocket, but this is actually a rain cover. So if you're in heavy rain, you can cover your bag because it's water resistant, not waterproof. So if it gets really bad, you'd want to cover your backpack to protect everything. So the laptop sleeve, this is a 15-inch laptop and it pretty tight fit. That's how it fits in the Low Pro. And I'll show you what I ended up having to do. I had to rearrange the Bluetti bag to fit the laptop. So here's where I ran into the issue. Because the pockets are relatively shallow, and with the R7 here, I've got the three-legged thing L bracket on there, so that makes it stick up a little bit further. But you'll see when I put the laptop into the pocket here, you can see how much of that it takes up. And obviously it sticks up a little bit, right? So when you go to close this, it doesn't want to sit down very nicely. That's a big gap and it's not expandable. So with a laptop in there, I need to rearrange. So this is how I relaid it out. Microphone is down here now, 50mm lens is here. The other lenses are in the same spot. Flash stayed here, and then put the camera up here. As you can see, I had to just kind of move the flap out of the way to get that. And now, again, with the laptop, I can close and safely zipper the bag shut. So it does fit that way. So if I do ever carry a laptop, which I personally don't, but if I had to, that's how I'd have to rearrange. Obviously, if the pockets were deeper, it would be easier. If I could rearrange the dividers, put them where I need them versus where, I'm limited by the Velcro, then I could probably do this a little bit cleaner, but for me, it works. If you're in a similar situation, you can kind of see at least what it looks like. And again, this is the Handsfree1, which is the smaller of the two. There's a Handsfree2, which is a bigger bag and has more space. So one of the unique things about this Bluetti backpack is that not only is it a backpack and a camera bag, drone bag, electronics bag, it also comes with this small portable power station. But this is what it looks like outside of the bag. It's about 11 pounds, so obviously it adds some weight to your bag, but you can use it in the backpack and you can also use it outside of the bag as just a standard power station. It's 300 watts, 268.8 watt hours. What can the Handsfree1 portable power station charge? I have a laptop plugged in to the AC around the back. And in the DC, I have a small tablet, a phone, and my camera. The screen doesn't show the breakdown of AC versus DC charging. It just gives you the total output, which is 90 watts. But in the app, you can see the breakdown between the DC output and the AC output. Continuing our investigation into what you can charge. Now, I don't have drones, so I've grabbed the smallest batteries I have and what we've got here. So this is a Traxxas 2-cell LiPo 750 milliamp hour that goes into a 1/18 scale crawler. This is the battery that goes into the ProBoat JetJam. It's a 2-cell 1500 milliamp hour. So these are both charging off of DC because that's what they come with. And you can see right now it's only using 10 watts. On my AC charger, this is the battery that goes into the ProBoat 17-inch powerboat. It's a 3-cell 1300 milliamp hour battery, and this is just a small 2200 milliamp hour 2-cell battery. You can see I'm charging them at a 1C rate, so let's go ahead and start those. This power bank can do 300 watts between the two batteries charging off of DC, and then these guys charging off of AC. You can see we're still under 100 watts. Plenty of room to charge bigger batteries. You can see here on the app how much power is going out to the AC and how much is going out to the DC. So there you go. That's the Handsfree1 quick overview.